What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. We're jumping right back into things with an update for Gray Market and Gray Fund. This is the December review. If you guys have any questions, comments, or thoughts, be sure to put them in the comment section below or join my Discord and we can talk about it there. But I had some requests to do this. It looks like people are actually following along with me. You might be having your own amount of crypto in this on your own. None of this is financial advice. I am going to talk about what the updates are, as well as my opinions on what I think is going to happen to Gray Market in the future, as well as my plan for Gray Market and how I'm going to treat my, I wouldn't call it an investment, but my fund when I'm going to withdraw and stuff like that. So I'll talk about that. And this is just the way that I'm going to do things. I don't recommend anyone following anything I'm doing because I'm not a professional. I make mistakes a lot. I've lost a lot. I've made a lot. That's life. So 4 updates. They're really, really important. A lot has changed. I've said that every month. They are constantly improving their ecosystem, and it starts with the first monthly update here. And I'm just going over the fund. There are a lot more updates. Like if I go to announcements, they have a Merry Christmas update. They talk about the Pro actually being live, stuff like that. I just want to talk about the funds. So going to the first update, they made a partnership with CoinCover, which is offering enhanced security for our customers. Think of this like FDIC insurance. That's the best way to think of it, although it's not officially FDIC insurance. But it says each wallet is registered with the Gray Fund, is protected with a soft insurance limit of 100,000 USD per transaction. They're talking USD as well. They're not talking about stablecoins at all. So the stablecoins, I think that falls into this, even though it's not technically USD, it's a stablecoin, and a high limit of 500,000 USD per transaction. So I'm not sure what the difference between a soft insurance and a high limit is. If you guys know what the difference is, put that in the comment section below. That'd be really appreciated. But total fund coverage can be amended in the agreement as the Gray Fund grows. Key word here is agreement. So at any time, this can be canceled. Seems to be the trend for all of these partnerships that they have going forward. That's a good thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you could look at it both ways. Then it talks about what the risks include, but not limited to: address poisoning, biometric security failure, brute force attack, damage or stolen devices, exit scams, insolvency, crypto asset access, internal bad actors, lost seed phrase. That's crazy. Man-in-the-middle attacks, multi-factor security failure, ransomware, SIM swap, social engineering, spear phishing, supply chain hacks, and whaling. So it looks like it covers all of this. I don't know how, but this is amazing. If there's a company out there that is now providing coverage for a lost seed phrase, that is huge. That is huge for crypto as a whole. And I mean, I've never seen anything like that. That's awesome. But then they have traditional insurance like spear phishing, social engineering, which is a common tactic used a lot today. And they have this agreement. I actually downloaded it, and I just wanted to note that they are located and registered. They might not be located, but they're registered in England and Wales. So key thing to note, they're not registered in the United States, so they can probably provide different coverage. They removed NYDIG as their custodial partner because of their new agreement with CoinCover. They had to get a approved, a partner approved custodian. So they partnered with Fireblocks. Fireblocks, just like the other one, is an agreement, and they're located in New York in the United States, which is huge because they are, I mean, New York is known for being one of the hardest states in the country besides California to have crypto companies. So that's big. They're a digital asset custody, settlement, and an issuance platform serving over 1,800 organizations. And it talks about some of the key services offered. API integration, which is big. Secure asset transfer and storage, compliance and security, transaction volume. Experience. Fireblocks has secured over $4 trillion in transactions. Wow. Versatility in services. And they talk about the applications on Gray Fund's operations, which is great. You're going to know what they actually picked them up for. So it tells you right here: enhanced security, seamless integration. They want to use this API, and it will actually cover in the next update right below this. Smart contract integration as well as insurance compliance. So this agreement is, like I said, is right here. All this stuff is in the Discord, so you can download it and read through it if you want. It's 20 pages, and the agreement for Blackridge for coin cover is 20 pages. In addition, they talk about a new well-needed improvement to the Gray Fund's asset allocation is now available via an interactive chart. You can now interact with the chart. It tells you, they updated pretty much the percentages on what they're actually investing and using this crypto towards. Credit and debt assets, high-yield bonds, leverage put calls, and 25% is now allocated to derivatives, including options, futures, swaps. And it just talks about that a little bit. They partner with CryptoLids, which is a crypto apparel firm. They make hats. It's like those lid stores you see in the mall. And you can pretty much just get a hat with a crypto company on it. So get forward to seeing that coming up soon. As well as Gray Fund user reports. Now you can download a PDF, and I'll show you guys how to do that. It's pretty awesome. It has your name and your particular assets split up, showing how much you invested. It's really nice. It's pretty much just a portion of the website snipped with your name, your wallet address. It's pretty nice there. So they have some roadmap updates, what they're planning to launch in the future. Trading services launch, full legal compliance and structure, new investment product, banking services, and all this is happening in 2024. They're winding down. Obviously, we got about 3 days or 2 days left until 2024. But this is awesome. The trading services are going to launch towards the end of January, probably February. We have full legal compliance, all this stuff. The latest thing is a targeted capital raise, which they're going to have some venture capitals in May 2024. They also added some new hires, and this is an example. Let's see. Here's an example of the Gray Fund performance report. It has your wallet address, your balance, what everything is allocated for the total fund, as well as how much you've earned every month, and your whole account breakdown with all your deposits. It's really awesome. So for December, they had a percentage rate of 14.72%. It made $4.6 million. The total fund balance is $35,977. $7.2 million was distributed to users, and it keeps going here. So the average monthly return is now 16.05%. They've been active for 19 months. That is it for the updates. Now let's talk about how much I've actually earned. A lot has happened for myself in this time as well. I actually reached out to them. I managed to get, if you're looking up here, you might notice something different. I moved all of my funds to a new address. I wanted to see if it was possible. I actually moved it to my hardware wallets because at this point it's becoming a lot of money. I don't want to risk it. Plain and simple. If you are doing this, I really suggest you use a crypto wallet. I have discount codes to pretty much all of them on the market, so definitely take advantage of them if you don't have one yet and you want to get into gray market. I'm very glad that I did that. I reached out to them and they were able to transfer it with no questions asked. All I had to do was turn on two-factor authentication, which is awesome. I didn't even know they had this feature, and this works with Google Authenticator or any sort of app that you have like that. You have a key and it gives you a PIN just to make sure that no one can take your money. So I have my two-factor authentication with my hardware wallet as well as with Gray Market. And if you scroll down to my actual deposits, it copied all this over. So I didn't have to actually withdraw all of my funds, take the hit from the percentage, and then deposit it back in and be gone a month of being in the Gray Fund. I didn't have to do any of that. They helped out a lot. It was very easy, and I'm very happy that they were able to help me. I'm not sure if they do that for everybody, but if you guys are looking to do something like that, switch your wallet over, I would definitely recommend sending something over to them sooner rather than later because I don't know how long it's going to take. So for the monthly returns, you can see this number is a lot bigger than it was last month. And that's not because of the monthly returns, although it was $342. I actually deposited right down here. I deposited $1,800 more. I got that. I sold some Ethereum and some Honey tokens to get that so I could deposit it because I wanted to kind of up this up and see how this is going to work long term because I've already made over $1,000 in returns and I've only been in this for I believe 4 months. I started in August, September, October, November, December. So this is crazy. It's been 4 months and I made $1,000. This is probably the maximum amount I want to have in this project. I don't have that kind of money to just be throwing into something like this. This is a huge risk for me, and I don't know how this is going to turn out. Obviously, it's been going well. $1,000 returns, $342 monthly returns for this month, which means going forward, now I can continue to make videos because my monthly returns are more than the cost of the pro subscription. So I'm going to be able to make video every month until I'm pretty much done with this project or they go under. Not saying they will, but black swan events happen and anything could happen. We don't know. But the deposit window closes in 3 days. There's still time to deposit, which is crazy. Last month, the deposit window closed within 5 hours. With all of that being said, I want to talk about what I think is going to happen as well as my plan for 2024 with the gray market. They anticipated that in May, they're going to reach their cap of $70 million, and they're actually kind of targeting to do that on purpose. They're only allowing a certain amount of money to be deposited each month so that they kind of hit May almost perfectly, so that they don't have to cut it short or cut it longer. So that way people have a pretty good estimation of when they can withdraw their funds. And I think a lot of people are going to do similar to what I'm doing, which is the plan is to stay in gray market with my initial balance until May. Once May comes, or the month before, 1 to 2 months before, I'm going to withdraw my initial deposit and let the profits ride pretty much, and everything from there on. Once they hit the $70 million cap, you have to withdraw monthly. So at that point, I should have accrued enough returns to where it can keep going and I can keep earning, as well as I will still be able to pay for the subscription with the amount of funds. It should offset if the percentage yield continues for the next couple of months. I think we have 5 months left. And if I were to just real quick take this, copy, I will have made an additional $5,000 if I let it ride. If I take it out, wow, that's crazy. The difference between 5 months and 6 months, it's like $1,000 a month at that point. Pretty awesome stuff. Now for the SEC and gray market, I think this is definitely a touchy subject. Somebody said there's no way that a non-KYC operation like this will ever be compliant, and I agree completely. That's in a different Discord. But they don't seem like they're fazed by this at all. They're going full steam ahead. So either they know something we don't, or they don't think that the SEC is going to crack down on them because they have some workaround legally. Keep in mind, gray market, they claim they have a lawyer. They have a bunch of things set in place. They have all of these partnerships. They partner with Grid Plus, which is a very well and respected hardware wallet company. I have it over here. But I'm not sure what this means going into the future. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to sustain this just based on the fact that the SEC loves to screw crypto projects over. This next part is going to be my opinion completely, but I just wanted to point this out just to kind of raise awareness for everyone watching right now. For FTX and other companies like that, I'm not comparing gray market to FTX or any of the other companies that went bankrupt, but the reason they went bankrupt is because they took users' funds and they used it in stuff to the point where they're actually over leveraged. They didn't have enough money. Even if 30% of people were to withdraw, they wouldn't have been able to cover it. That's a big deal. And yes, gray market claims that they have all of these funds available if you were to withdraw. It's all a manual operation, and we don't know for sure if they actually have all of these funds. All these funds could be out all over the place. And if everyone were to withdraw at the same time, it would cause a lot of havoc for this market. So, with their hard cap of 70 million in May, I think we're going to see a decline in funds March and April, maybe even February, and I don't know what's going to happen from there. It'll be interesting to see. I say that for like every project, but it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens, how this plays out, and if they are actually able to keep their word on their withdrawals. So far, I can go right here and actually show you guys. So far, only $7 million has been withdrawn in this, and there's $39 million in this balance. That's crazy. But they make their money on their fees. They've made over $1 million in fees. That's a decent amount of money. And they're hiring more people. I mean, it's looking promising. And like I said, that was just an opinion just to think about. I'm just kind of being the devil's advocate, but it's looking really promising. And I'm very excited to see how this plays out. And I hope I don't lose any of my money. But I mean, at this point, this is the amount that I'm willing to lose, nothing more, nothing less. As soon as possible, I'm probably going to withdraw my initial because I could use this money to pay rent and stuff like that. Stuff that's actually important, not just trying to earn my percentage each month. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Do you guys think they will be able to work around the SEC? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. And feel free to join my Discord. And I'll see you guys in another month for a Gray Fund update.